6 grams of whole grains. That's 96% of your minimum whole grain needs for the day. Are you kidding me? They fuel you up to start your day right, and they taste great. Amazing mornings start with Quaker Oatmeal Squares. So come on, get up and get going.
When I grow up, I want to fix up old houses.
When I grow up, I want to take him on his first flight.
I want to run a marathon.
I'm going to work with kids. I'm going to own my own restaurant.
When I grow up, I'm going to start a band.
At AARP, we believe you're never done growing.
Thanks, Mom. Just want to get my car back.
Together, we can discover the best of what's next at AARP.org.
To get a professional cleansing system, you could spend as much as $200. Olay says challenge that with an instrument that cleanses as effectively as what's sold by skin professionals for a whole lot less. New Olay Pro X Advanced Cleansing System.
It's time to raise the bar and replace your old mayo with the full flavor of Kraft Mayo with olive oil. Made with the rich, delicious taste of imported olive oil, Kraft Mayo with olive oil is the new standard in mayo.
The Weather Channel in its prime, in prime time.
Oh man, check that out.
Great shows.
He's got him.
Great stories.
There it is, yeah.
The Weather Channel, primed for excitement. On TV, on your computer, on your phone, the source for weather. The Weather Channel, now your local on the 8s.
Looking live right now, Memphis, Tennessee, 72 degrees. We do have some cloudy skies right now and expecting to see potentially some rough weather as we head in through the next several hours and into the overnight. And you can see with that system coming along, we are going to see some very warm temperatures today into the 70s and close to there tomorrow. Along with that, the showers and the thunderstorms. That rolls out of here in Memphis and we clear out and cool down just a bit Tuesday into Wednesday with some sunshine, highs into the 60s. And again, low temperatures really taking a hit. We'll go from low temperatures near 70 this morning down to the 30s by tomorrow. So keep that in mind. Of course, we'll keep you posted on all of the breaking weather in and around the Memphis region through the day today.
All right, well, let's take you down into California. This is coming in basically out of North Hollywood, Valley Village area. Check out the hail. Again, I'll let him give a little explanation there. The whole setup, again, a very cold atmosphere setting into the area. So even as we get into tonight, there are a number of areas in through Southern California that we're even talking about, if not some freeze warnings in some of the valleys north of LA, but even some freeze or even frost potential there in and around the hills themselves, closer down towards Los Angeles. Right now, even on the cold side of things, or should I say chilly side of things, 45 degrees, though full sunshine to help us warm up. Finally, now we're on the good side of things, and considering it's the tail end, or should I say the grand finale of Oscars weekend, that's kind of favoring pretty well for at least a decent look out there at the red carpet. Meanwhile, there's still a system that we have to, again, we're going to watch a lot of the energy with this spilling out into portions of the plains. Still right now, they're dealing with some snowfall through, yes, Arizona and even portions of New Mexico. Look at some of the temperatures down in here. Temperatures barely even out of the teens into the 20s, especially through the northern portions of Arizona. Get down towards Phoenix, just a little bit too warm to see the snowfall, but you don't have to head too far to the north, and even back down towards Tucson, some of those areas where you get the elevation just up above, say, 2,000 feet or really 2,500 feet, seeing a little bit of snow. And yesterday, again, we were talking about how those snow levels were going to drop drastically as that cold air moved in. Pacific Northwest, there are still a few areas of snowfall setting up along the 5. As we go through the next couple of days, we'll talk more about another system that really gets set up, especially to Monday and Tuesday, and that'll spread more chances for showers back down in Northern California. Initially, just some snow showers getting along portions of the 90 in through northern Idaho, and you can, of course, especially see some of those closer back towards portions of the Cascades. Maria?
Got a bad case of the winter blues? Perhaps a trip to sunny Fort Lauderdale is what you need.
Get away to Greater Fort Lauderdale, where 3,000 hours of sunshine annually make for a beautiful day any day. And with a year-round average temperature of 77 degrees and a surf temperature of 78, being on, in, along, or near the water is where you want to be. So relax and play on 23 sunny miles of Blue Wave certified beaches. Enjoy 300 miles of natural waterways that flow throughout the area. From yachting to kayaking to the exotic Everglades, it's a boat lover's paradise. Greater Fort Lauderdale features luxe resorts, superior small lodgings, and opportunities for you to do whatever your heart desires. Scuba diving, sailing, shopping, waterfront dining. You create your own ultimate vacation. 8 unique beach communities make up this sunny destination. So plan a visit to Greater Fort Lauderdale and find out what a beautiful day in the sun feels like.
Well, busy times here at the Weather Channel as we track the threat for severe weather. Coming up, we'll have expert analysis on what ingredients are coming together for a potential severe weather outbreak.
Plus, with more snow in the west, it's time to hit the slopes. Your ski forecast is straight ahead on Weekend Now.
And a number of areas are looking pretty good as far as that's considered. Considering Squaw had over 40 inches as we got into the weekend. Finally setting up for a Bluebird day there. And an even better one for tomorrow. Just a quick look at Times Square.
This program was brought to you by Greater Fort Lauderdale. Win a Greater Fort Lauderdale beach getaway at sunny.org/win.
How did we find our Sunny? That's how we found our Sunny.
Find your Sunny. Visit sunny.org/win to win a Greater Fort Lauderdale beach getaway.
Your Florida side is calling. Unleash it at visitflorida.com.
Find your Sunny in Greater Fort Lauderdale at sunny.org.
What's the difference between good and great? It's a keen understanding of all natural ingredients. It's a willingness to take more time to create perfection. And it's that's inspecting each and every snack so that they're as fresh and delicious going into the bag as they are coming out of it. Sun Chips. We make them natural, you make them fun.
We now offer phone service for $1.70 a month with Magic Jack. That's just $19.95 a year. $19.95 a year. We give you free local and long distance and your own phone number. How much could you save every month?
Over $100.
I'd say $40 to $50 a month.
About $40 a month.
About $50 a month.
You could save $500 to $1,000 a year. That's why over 6 million people have already made the switch to Magic Jack. Start your savings today. Get Magic Jack at Best Buy.
Were you or a loved one diagnosed with lung cancer? If so, we urge you to call now. The cancers listed on your screen may be linked to asbestos exposure. Exposure to asbestos in mills, factories, shipyards, or while working in the Navy, or as a plumber, electrician, plasterer, maintenance worker, or janitor may have put you at risk. If you or a loved one was diagnosed with lung cancer, call 1-800-836-2190 for a free legal consultation. Again, that's 1-800-836-2190. I am a non-attorney spokesperson for James Sokolov, Wellesley, Mass.
The Weather Channel in its prime, in prime time.
Check that out. Oh, look at that! Get out of here! Get out of here! He's got him!
Great stories.
The heat index is well over 100 degrees.
There it is, yeah.
Great shows.
It's all around us.
Weeknights at 8, 7 Central. The Weather Channel, primed for excitement. Now, your local on the 8s.
Welcome back. Want to take you out to Indianapolis. There's a look outside in the city, of course, dealing with pretty decent cloud cover. We are setting up the atmosphere almost perfectly for some pretty heavy showers, especially as we get into the overnight hours tonight and then even extending through early tomorrow morning. 44 degrees at this hour. And I want to talk about at least a few other places. Again, notice the severe thunderstorm threat. The areas in that slightly lighter reddish color there through southern Missouri and northwest Arkansas, that's where we're getting into some of this activity by later this afternoon. The darker red color actually represents where we could see the severe threat into the overnight hours. A very dangerous situation. Keep in mind, that includes western Kentucky, western Tennessee, extending back down in through northern Mississippi and even northwestern corner of Alabama. Some of these areas are some of the same spots getting overlapped from where we had the severe weather back on Thursday. Very recent memory for many folks there. Again, have all those set up ready there. Again, ready for the, your weather radio. And again, kind of set there for the potential for still some isolated tornadoes in again, the possibility of a severe weather outbreak. There's a look at Little Rock. The timing, as we get into this evening, chances for some showers, maybe a few thunderstorms start to fire up. But really, once you get through, say, 9 p.m. through the early morning hours, that's going to be our best chance down in Little Rock for some of these thunderstorms to fire up.
And we continue to track the threat for severe weather across the plains and the southeast, but the cap will need to break in order for the storms to really start popping. Our severe weather expert, Dr. Greg Forbes, explains what that is.
When we're talking about the possibility of severe thunderstorms, you often hear us talk about a cap. Let me show you what that is. A cap is a warm layer aloft. It's important because it can inhibit thunderstorm formation. Thunderstorms are like hot air balloons. They only will form and rise if they're warmer than the air that they're going into.